Hello guys, welcome back to another video. First Roblox building tutorial. So this video is just going to be the basics of Roblox building, and this entire series is going to do nothing with scripting because yeah, I'm bad at scripting. But if you do want to learn how to script, I'd really suggest Alvin Blocks because he is a pretty good scripter and knows what he's talking about, but I don't even know what I'm talking about with scripting. But with building, on the other hand, I know what I'm talking about, sort of. So I'm going to be teaching you the basics in this video, so yeah, let's get right into it. So, unfortunately, you can only do this on like a desktop. Like, you can only make games on desktop, like Windows, anything Windows, like Windows 10, Windows 11, I don't think Windows 8 or any of that, but like Windows 10 and up. And you can do it on like MacBook devices, like a MacBook Pro or any of that. But you cannot do this on like mobiles, so like phones, tablets. You cannot do it on that. So with all that out of the way, let's get started. So first, what you want to do is open Roblox Studio, because when you download Roblox, it should come with Roblox Studio. But if you don't have Roblox on it, what you want to do is go to Roblox. All right. Let me actually turn off all my plugins. All right, there. So once you're here, what you would want to do now is go to create up here. Click it. Then it should come up with this. And what you would want to do is like select an experience, whatever, if you're like working on a game already. But if you weren't, and you do not see Roblox right here, Roblox Studio, what you would want to do is click right here, Studio, and then it'll download. I do not want it to download because I already have it, but okay, so once, hold on, let me just open Roblox Studio. Okay, so once you are in Roblox Studio, you should see something like, not this, but you should be right here. But like, if you've never used Roblox Studio before, it'll ask for you to sign in. So you'll have to sign in, then you should get to My Games page, which should show, if you've never used Studio before, your username's place. So yeah, or you should be right here. But if you want to start a new game, which I'm going to do for this tutorial, I'd click Classic Baseplate, just for this tutorial. And now we're here. Alright, so the basics for moving are scrolling up or down is just to like zoom in or zoom out of the camera. Holding down right click would select you to move the camera around. WASD will let you move. You could also do arrows, but it's pretty awful. I'd suggest WASD, and so yeah, or you could hold down the scroll click and be able to do this, like if you're trying to transport somewhere really fast. That's an easy way to do it. So let's get started. So how do you insert a part? So you should see it might not look exactly like mine because I have my own setup, but you should see, and if you don't, click like this little arrow next to what's new or this question mark, and click this little arrow, and then it should come up with all this stuff, and select the home at the very top, and then you should see all of this stuff. If you want to like put an asset in, you want to click part. So now you have part. But if, let's say, if I wanted to add a sphere or a circle, like 3D, like a sphere, just click the arrow, and then you get the sphere. and along with wedge and cylinder. So you can just do whatever you want, and also how to drag parts. You hold down left click to drag parts. And it might not look like this exactly for you because these two things are turned off, so it might actually look like this. And these two things are probably also on, so like you cannot, like, it might show this. So what you would want to do then is click this model right next to home, and select collisions and join surface, and select move. And make sure this is to 1. Then you'd be able to have a solid move. But if you do not want it to move like this, uncheck it. Then you can free move it, but this will unbalance it. Say like if I make a house. No, whoops. Yeah, wait, yeah. Let's see if I like try to make a house out of this. So, like, if I try to make a house, it's gonna look a little wonky. Like, you see the line right there? It's gonna look something like that, or possibly even like that, maybe. So in this situation, if you are having this select move, if you don't have that selected and you don't want it selected, click collisions, and that will allow it to stop right on the part. So like say if you don't want it to clip inside of it, but you don't want to use move by a stud. So what you would want to do is just turn on collisions and whoops. And voila. There you go. Oh yeah, also, if you want to, like, go back, say if I, like, made a mistake, like, oops, I accidentally, like, put a part, like, over here, and I don't want to, like, just put it back. What you would want to do is do Control Z, or, Command Z if you're on Mac, which would make it go back, or you can go to the top left of the screen right next to File. There'd be these 2 arrows. You can undo and redo what you did. So, yeah. Also, how you like move stuff like that. You can go to Model or Home. It doesn't matter. So select. It just allows you to select anything. You can't do anything other than just move it around. Move allows you to move it horizontally or vertically and up and down without it moving, something like that. Scale allows you to make the part bigger like this. And rotate makes it be able to rotate. So say if I want to like twist, like rotate it this way, I could rotate it this way. But if I wanted to rotate it like exactly like 25% halfway, what I want to do is make this 25. Okay, so it's 25%. Like this. And then you can just rotate it exactly how you pretty much want it without it making any weird mistakes. It's pretty much by the clock. It's pretty much like a clock almost. So yeah, it's easy to work around. And if I use this too, it'll also be very easy to work around. So that's how you do that. Oh, now it's screwed. And if you can't even select anything, say like, I don't even have this on. Like, I cannot even do anything. Like, I'm spam clicking it, but it doesn't do anything. what you would want to do is see if you have any of these selected. How you know it won't be selected is if it shows like a shadow. Well, like, it does not. If you do have any of these pre-selected, it'll show like it's selected. But if you don't, it won't. So it'd be that, or the fact that it might be locked. So what is locked? Locked is basically select, like without any of these, but you can use these without having to mess with the parts. So let's say if I lock it, if I click it, it'll show this lock thing. If it shows it locked, that means you cannot select it. So like, I cannot select this gray base plate. But this, I can. Once I click lock, it says it's unlocked. But if I click it, and then it says it's locked, I cannot click it. And even if I like, say if I wanted to select, scale, rotate, doesn't matter, I cannot do anything with it. And if it was unlocked, I can. Rotate it, scale it. So yeah, that's what lock does. And okay, so now let's get to anchoring. So anchoring is in model or home. It basically allows you, so let's say if I run this, like let's put this midair right now. So it did not say it's anchored. If it does, it'd be the exact same thing if I had any of these selected. It'll say, it'll like have shading saying it's selected, or you can go over here in properties, and if properties or explorer does not show, you would want to go to click view, click explorer and properties, and then they will show up. It might not look exactly like mine, but that's okay because I have mine specially set up. Like you can click the top like where it says explore, you can move it around and stuff. So yeah. So okay, so anchoring. You can also like also look in here in the properties. You can scroll down and over here in part area, you want to click this arrow if it's already not. And then you'd want to make sure if this is not checked, that means it's not anchored. If it is checked, it is anchored. So now I'm going to show you what anchoring does. So it's not checked. So anchoring is off, and if I play it, it has gravity. So like I can move it, do whatever I want with it. Let's say we anchored it. So let's go back to the part. So this is the part, okay? And now if we go over here, or click over here and anchor it, it just freezes, and it won't be able to move anymore. And if I unanchor it, it will. Oh, it glitched. Unanchored, anchored, anchored, unanchored. And now it's just gonna fly off the base plate. Yep, there it goes. So that's basically what anchoring does. So if it's not anchored, it's just going to drop. And if it is anchored, like if I put an anchor in before I play it, it's stuck in the air. This is how you like make buildings, like actual buildings that cannot fall. Pretty much like turns everything into Minecraft, basically, except not blocky. Like it just makes things stay in the air. So now let's go to home or model, it doesn't matter. So what does material? How to like change the material and color. So how to change the material, you can go to properties, click material and do whatever you want with it. Or the easiest way is click home or model, and right here has material and color. So I can change the material to whatever I want. Let's go with diamond plate, and let's say I want to change this to red. Or I could go to here and also do whatever I want with it. Or if I want to make an exact RBG or red, blue, and green, like property thing, I could do exactly like if I want, like this is not an actual color. Like, well, this is not. So like if I go to the closest color this is, which is this, it's not exactly. So like if I wanted this, closest thing to that is this, which is not. So if you want an exact color, you could just use this. So I can now have this color. But of course I'm not, because it looks weird. So so that's how you change the material and colors. So now let's go with toolbox. So toolbox is another word for pretty much free models thing, which shows like all the free models already shown. And let me just get this clear before I talk anything else about free models. Free models are bad. They might look really easy, like it might like make you feel like you can do this game easy peasy lemon squeezy, but some free models have viruses, and it could do really bad things to your game. Like if I search up tree, well, there are viruses, so let me just do the easy way. It's going to be something like this, probably, where it messes with your game. So it might look innocent, although I just clearly said like chill virus. But imagine like this is tree. Okay. How to tell this is a virus is clicking this arrow, and if you see all of these scripts and decals, weird things. Well, decals are not really a problem, but if you see just random scripts, even though they're probably not even supposed to be scripts and it looks weird, that's a virus, and delete it from your game immediately. It also might look, let me show you what other viruses might look like. So it might look like, have like this logo, it'll have fire. Or it'll have like this weird blue block thing. But like if I insert a character like I'll have all these plugins in the description. Like say I have this character. Alright. Loaded in. It also has body colors. So, but the thing is, this one is safe, even though it has probably like a lot of scripts in like the humanoid, like the humanoid script. This one is fine. But this one, on the other hand, it'll probably have something like this. If you see anything like this, where it's not supposed to be, this is only for body colors, and if it's for something not anything with like a humanoid, like any character, delete it immediately. So yeah, that's that. And also, but since Roblox is deleting viruses, so what else is bad about free models? Well, the worst thing is, if you put enough free models in your game, it will start to lag like hell. So like say, if I just keep on adding like free models, I'm not going to demonstrate it because this game's demonstration, I don't want to ruin it, but if you just like make a million free models, like for example, like my most popular game, Roblox promo code Hangout, I didn't know better 2 years ago, so I just pretty much half of it is spammed with free models. And usually, like all my other games that I make today have a lot more like assets than promo code Hangout, and the ones I make today usually don't even have any free models, but that one, it does, and it's really, really laggy. And it doesn't have any viruses in it, so it's just the free models making it lag. So, yeah, so that's a bad thing about free models. Just make it yourself. It might be hard, but like something like adding commands, you can just insert it in. It won't hurt your game. But like something like neutral spawn, do not do this. Don't just if you click model again, you can click spawn, boom, free spawn point. Happy birthday. Oh, and by the way, backspace is to delete, if I didn't tell you that already. Yeah. And also, this is to like insert particle effects. I'll go over that in another video because this is getting very long. So, now I'll go over can collide and stuff like that. So, can collide basically is making, like, if you're making door, say, like, door, like, if this was can collide, like I have can collide, by the way, this is properties, so I have can collide off, but let's say if I had it on, I'm gonna play test it. And as you can see, when I run into the wall, it just blocks me, or does that because it's not anchored. But, if I, had this on can collide, and I turned it off, it'll, do that, because it's not anchored. Let me fix that. Alright, so, try to, if you run into it, it just blocks you. But if, I go to the part, and I turn off can collide, alright, so it's, can collide is off, you can walk through it. Hello. So you can just walk through it, no problem. So yeah, there's that. And the last thing for this video, before it gets too long, any other starter things I'll go on in another video, transparency. So how you make things transparent is go into properties. You have to go to properties. Let me just delete that. So you need to go to properties and transparency right here, and appearance. If it's you can't see it, click this arrow by appearance or appearance. 0 means you can completely see it, and 1 means it's completely invisible. But let me make sure can collide's on. Alright, even though it's completely invisible, where is it? Yeah, even though it's completely invisible, alright, I can still run into it. So, like, this is good for, like, invisible walls. Like, barriers. So, there's that. And, so, like, if I want to make a window, this is good. Like, but you might be saying, oh, why can't I use the glass? It like, might look better, but the thing is, it blocks, like, all text. I'll go on a later video how to make text, like signs and stuff. So what I would do is I just make it on smooth plastic and just make it perfectly transparent and maybe coloring it to that, and that looks actually more like a window than the window itself, and it perfectly works perfectly fine. So there's that, and Reflectance basically makes the part turn to like the color of the sky, and like just the sky. So as you can see, the sky is cloudy, sun's out, it's blue. So the no reflectance is 0, but as I slowly turn on the reflectance, you can see it changing. So now it's pretty much just weird, because as you can kind of see, the clouds. I turn off the transparency. It's pretty much like a mirror. So it just like reflects the sky, no matter like where you are. Like if you're in a room where it does not even show the sky, it'll still show the sky. That's an annoying thing about it, but yep. So that's all for this video. If you like this and want another part, smash that subscribe button, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye!
Inside the